Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and I have a fantastic flashlight to review for you guys today. This is by Brite-Strike. This is the BD198 HLS 2C. Now the HLS stands for high-low strobe, and the BD stands for blue dot. This flashlight is part of their tactical blue dot line of flashlights. Now this flashlight's about as tactical as you can get, all the way down to the Type 3 mil-spec anodized finish. This is an absolute battle flashlight. This is a flashlight that was meant for fighting. So if you find yourself in a SHTF situation, a bug out situation, or in a battle situation where space is at a premium, but you still want a light that's bright enough that it's going to blind somebody, disorient somebody, and you can still use it as a backup weapon for attacks, this is the flashlight for you. Real quick, let's go over some of the specifications. Now, on high, this runs at 310 lumens for 2.5 hours. On low, 170 lumens, that's 4.5 hours. And on strobe, it lasts for 3 hours at the high setting, 310 lumens. Now, it uses two 123A lithiums. And again, like I said, it weighs about 5 ounces, and it's 5 inches long. The bezel width, so right here, the bezel width is 1.1 inches. Okay, so it's a very narrow, short flashlight. It is amazing that you get 310 lumens of output from this little flashlight that's only 5 inches long. Well, let's take a closer look at this flashlight. Now, everything about this flashlight is tactical, all the way from the finish, the belt clip, the crenulated bezel for striking, the rear crenulated bezel for pressure points and striking if you need to, the tactical blue dot, which is easy to see from above, but not from the side, the belt clip. It is a tri-sided flashlight, so it doesn't roll too much, and it is the perfect size to use as a weapon light. So if you wanted a weapon light that you could put on your AR-15 or whatever platform you chose and take it off to be able to use it as a personal defense light, you can do this with this light. Now let me show you guys the battery compartment real quick. So the tail cap simply unscrews. Here are the batteries that it uses. You can see the interior right there. Very nicely milled out, CNC milled from a solid piece of billet aluminum. Okay, battery is simply going like that. There's your tail cap and your connections. Nice texturing on the tail cap too. So if this thing's wet, sandy, dirty, whatever, you're going to be able to hold on to this. And I think that's actually also due to some of the bevels that they put in here, as well as the tri-sided design. So it's a triangular design, and it helps you get a really nice firm grip on the flashlight, especially when it comes to striking in a self-defense type situation. That's something that you're going to want to have. Okay, you can hit this really hard, and you can see that. I mean, those were just some taps right there, but what it did to this sheet of wood. Now, continuing to look at some of the features up close, it uses a real nice thick glass for the lens. Inside, it's not plastic. They use an aluminum that has kind of an orange peel to it that helps the light refraction, and a top-of-the-line Cree LED. With over 100,000 hours of runtime on that LED, this thing's going to last you forever. Also, you can see that it has a very nicely aggressive crenulated bezel right here for striking, attacking, and pressure points. If you hit somebody on the skull or in the face with this, it's going to do a lot of damage. And this is actually made from one single piece of billet aluminum. So it is milled out of one piece of billet aluminum, which really does add to its strength and overall durability. The tail cap also, it has this on the tail cap. It's got a little bit more of an aggressive bezel on it. It's tail cap, excuse me. It's a little bit more aggressive. It feels a little bit sharper around some parts, very blunt right here, but could definitely be used for pressure points and striking there as well. And as you can see, fits in my hand nicely. Now the technology in this flashlight is tactical as well. Once you turn your flashlight on, and you can see this very bright 310 lumens, simply just momentary touch to cycle through all of the modes. So instead of making multiple clicking motions, multiple clicking sounds, you simply turn the light on and cycle quietly through the modes. So that helps this light be tactical as well. It gives you that element of surprise without having to make all that ruckus. Now I want to tell you guys real quick about another video on YouTube. Brite-Strike actually did a torture test of this flashlight, where they ran it over with heavy equipment, they submerged it in a small waterfall and left it there for I think something like a week as it was bouncing off the rocks underwater. I mean, they did everything they could. They had a guy go outside and fling this thing up as high as he could in the air over and over. They even shot it with a 45. And I really think you guys need to watch that video. If anything, that video is fun. I'll put a link to that video below so you guys can check that out. Now, after you watch that video, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. This is one tough flashlight. It can be used for EDC. At 5 ounces and 5 inches, yeah, it's a little bit big, but it's not too bad. Holds in your hand really nicely. And I've actually put this in my pocket, and I've carried this around for about 3 days. And I didn't, you know, I wear clothes that they're not baggy, but they're not tight-fitting clothes. I don't wear any, you know, tight jeans or anything like that, so I really didn't notice the flashlight in there at all. And when you're talking about 310 lumens for self-defense, 170 on low, plus that strobe at high for self-defense, all of the great features of this flashlight, the fact that you can beat it up, abuse it, it's waterproof, shockproof. It's an amazing light. If you are looking for a battle light that is going to put up with the abuse, that you can mount on your weapon, you can put this thing on a shotgun, recoil is not going to be an issue at all. Just a fantastic light. So check it out, guys. Go to Brite-Strike.com to pick one up for yourself. You will not be sorry with this purchase. It is a great flashlight. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.